Did you see me almost fall off the chair?
Are you dancing?
I almost just fell off the chair.
Are you outside? Are you outside?
I am, and I went to sit down, but the cushion was halfway off the chair, and I literally almost fell off.
Sorry, my life.
Ah, skinny water.
Hello.
All right. Woo! I hope you guys are all electrified now. Can you guys hear me okay? Somebody give me a thumbs up. Michelle, can you hear me okay? Awesome. Thanks, Audrey. Hi, you guys. Welcome. I see lots of familiar faces. Good to have you guys on. And most of you probably know who I am, but for those of you who don't, my name's Landy Martin. I'm a almost 34K Pearl Director here at HBN. And I got involved with HBN because I saw the opportunity to get myself out of debt. I was $30,000 in debt when I started with this company, and I am now debt-free. I joined for the money, but I will tell you, I quickly fell in love with the products. The products are absolutely amazing. They have changed my life, as I'm sure so many people on this call have also been so affected by these products, and they really work, and they're absolutely amazing. So it's so nice to have you on the call. First of all, I just want to say thank you so much for being here. And also, I know some of you guys have been with us now probably, what, 6 months? So congratulations on sticking with it. And I think you're going to be really excited about what I'm going to share with you today. I think it can really help you, get your business either relaunched or launched. And it's a process that really anybody can do. It's about duplication. I'm super excited about HBN and where it's headed, you guys. We just doubled 100% growth this month. We went from 1 million in sales last month to we already hit 2 million in sales, or we're like so close. So amazing to see 100% growth. It means that we're really getting to that pre-momentum stage where it's going to explode. And I'm so excited that the team is going to get to be a part of that. And I'm so glad that I've spent like the last almost year of my life building this team, because I am excited for us and where we're headed. We are going to the top. So let's dive right in. I want to say, first of all, that you want to grab a piece of paper and a pen. This is going to be the process that we are going to take our PIMs in who enroll, who've already made a purchase. They pretty much have told you they want to learn how to work this business. So we're hoping here to identify our leaders. All you need here is 3 to 5 really good leaders to make 6 figures, you guys. So even if it took you 2 years to find them, it would be worth it because you would be free at that point, right? So what we want to do when we first talk to people, I want you guys to go ahead and do this as well. You'd be surprised, some people never even write down their goals. And if we don't write it down, it's just a dream. It's just in our head. So we got to put pen to paper here. We want to write down what is one big long-term goal that we have. And don't limit yourself, like bucket list type dreaming, you know, the sky is the limit, whatever. You want this to be that big thing that you really are going for. What's your big thing you want out of HBN? And then the next thing we're going to ask them is, you know, how much money would that take? We want them to identify with how much money it's going to take to get and reach that goal. So this is the process to get them realizing that, you know, you have something that you want to attain and it's going to take money to get there. You can only help people, you know, broke people can't help very many people. There's only so much you can do. So you're going to have money, even if your object is to help people and do more charity. So have them identify that and put down how much it will cost. Then you're going to, step 2 is have them list 3 short-term goals, because, you know, if they want to be, say, a millionaire, of course, they're not going to get there in 3 to 6 months, right? That big plan is going to take most network marketers anywhere from 3 to 10 years of consistent building of their network marketing business to get to that big, you know, say that was their goal. So we want them to identify 3 short-term goals. Maybe they want a new kitchen or a new oven, you know, maybe they want a new car, you know, just whatever it is that they want. And ask them to be specific. Like if they say, well, I really need a new car, you know, mine is about to go out, you know, have them say, you know, what type of car? You know, what does it have, heated seats? You know, what kind of tires does it have on it? You know, what's the model, the year, what's the color? Get them materializing in their mind what it is that they want, and then have them tell you how much money they need to get there. Because what we're going to ask them is if we could find a way to help you get to that $500 a month that you're looking for that car payment in the next 3 to 6 months, would that be worth your while? So, so after we ask them their goals, the next thing you want to see is if they've had a full story. Have you ever heard the full story of HBN? You know, have they seen a video? Have they gotten on a training call? I know a lot of you have, but sometimes we have PIMs, maybe they came in through an ad with Chuck Holmes and they just answered an ad about making money from home and they don't really know the story about HBN. So what we want to do here is if they haven't heard the story, we really want to end that call because we don't want to be the person telling that story. And there's many reasons for this. And it's because we're not duplicable. When we have people that just came in, they may not know the company as well as say you or I would because we've been here for 6 months or longer. So we want this to be something our new PIMs can do, and we want them to be able to share a third-party tool. And it's that simple. It comes down to systems, and systems are duplicable and people are not. So we will ask them to, you know, when do they think they could watch that video, and ask them to set up another time the next day or later that day where y'all can get back on the phone to follow up. Now, you're going to want them to call you here because this is going to show you who's coachable, who's a leader. Everybody's going to step forward that's a leader here. And it's okay if they're not. If they're a customer, that's great. This is really to identify your leaders, to weed out, you know, tire kickers or people that just aren't going to really do the work to get to those dreams that we just asked them about. We just had them identified. These are going to be, if they can't call you back the next day, then most likely they won't call a prospect. They probably won't follow through with things. So it's just a way of identifying, you know, who on my team is going to step forward, who's going to be a leader. If they don't call you, you can follow up one time, you know, and I always make excuses for them because nobody likes to be confronted, right? You don't call them, hey, we had a call. You know, making enemies in network marketing doesn't really work. So, you know, make excuses, say, I know life's crazy. I'm sure you got really busy with something, but hey, were you serious about wanting to make that extra $500 for that new car? You know, do you want me to keep in touch? Or, you know, I just don't want to keep following up if you don't want me to. I can take you off my list, you know, just kind of see where they're at that point. Otherwise, you're done. We're not going to chase people. Amateurs persuade and convince, and professionals sort. So we want to sort people because, like I said, we're looking for that 3 to 5 people, okay, our squad, our leaders. and wasting a lot of time trying to drag somebody into the business to get on a call with you. If you do that, you're probably going to have to drag them to place their order. You're going to have to drag them to do anything. So those really aren't the kind of people you're going to be wanting to work with. It's going to just be time suckers for you, if that makes sense. So try to, just move forward with those who are eager, that are excited, and that want to work with you and are kind of, throwing the ball back to you when you hit the ball in their court. So the second onboarding call, now if they've already seen the video and they've got the full story of HBN, then you don't need to hang up and schedule that call. You can just move forward. So the next step is step number 4, and that is going to be the Q&A. You're just going to simply say, now that you have the whole story, do you have any questions? And you're going to get those questions answered for them from your upline. So this is a process where we want to pull our upline in. It gives an opportunity for them to meet someone else in the business. And this is important for them to see someone's face besides yours, or hear someone else's voice, hear someone else's story. It adds credibility. And your friends and your family and people who know you, they don't always look at you the same, but when you edify your sponsor and pull your sponsor in, they're going to listen to them. It's going to help you get that credibility, get that person plugged in, and it just really works. It's a proven system. So we want to, have our upline on alert. Just say, hey, Michelle, I have a 3-way call in the morning at 10. I might need to call you in to answer questions. So hope that makes sense. And the next step we want to ask our PM is if they are familiar with back office. So BOB stands for back office basics. You probably heard Will say this. So we just basically want to explain to them the importance of getting acquainted with their back office. We have had people that have withdrawn money to Venmo and they didn't even have a Venmo account. So they need to understand the process of, enrolling people, placing people, that kind of stuff, getting their money out, for instance. So that's just very important. And again, we're going to use a third-party tool if they have not had a chance to be familiar with the back office. And the back office is a beast. I mean, it takes a little bit to get familiar with. There's a lot of YouTube videos on this. Will did a really good one, and there's some others out there. So all you have to do is search YouTube and make sure that you get someone familiar by sending them a third-party tool. So you will just tell them, great, I will send you a video on that when we get off. Okay, step number 6. Okay, this is getting more into the meat of what we're going to do with our prospect, or I should say our PIM. They've already enrolled and placed an order and told you they want to do the business. So we're going to help them build their list here. And we're going to ask them, make a list of 20 to 50 people. If somebody gives you resistance here, this is going to be a real problem because, you've got to talk to people if you want to make money. So we're going to tell them, hey, you're not going to ask them to buy and you're not going to ask them to join. This is just for practice. So we just want you to come up with a list of 20 people. Now, they can go through their Facebook, their phone. I mean, most people should be able to come up with a list in 5 or 10 minutes, but they might tell you they need 24 hours. So this is a time when you're going to say, how long do you think it'll take you to come up with that list? Now, if they say, I can jot them down right now, you can just keep moving forward with your onboarding call. If they tell you, oh, give me 24 hours, you're going to, again, set up that next appointment and get back on the phone with them to move forward with what the next steps are. Okay, does that make sense, everybody? Okay. All right, so if they needed 24 hours to make their list, you're going to get back on the call with them. You're going to have them write down the word executives. And you're just going to make sure that your new person understands that executives is the most important word in our company. It qualifies you to make the most money. It gets you to that rank that is the most important rank in our company because it qualifies you for binary bonuses. And all they really need to know at this point in the game is that it takes 1 sale in each leg. So all you have to do is get 1 sale in each leg, 1 on your right, 1 on your left, to go executive. And we are going to help you do that. We are going to give you the scripts. We're going to walk you through that process. So the other thing we want to do here after we get off is make sure that we have added them to the Team Superstars group, because we have 4 quick units that kind of goes over that process and just helps reiterate that for them, like what they're going to need to do to go executive. We also want to make sure they understand the 3 different ways that you can join. You can join for free. You can come in at 25 CV. And then, of course, the benefits of the 100 CV, which we all know makes us the most money here at HBN. But hopefully, at this point, your PIM has already ordered. The idea for these calls is people who want to work the business and not really trying to get their order placed for them. Okay, so the script. And guys, I have a copy of this and I can forward it to everybody, or I can post it. What I'll do is I'll post this in the Team Superstars group under files. I'll just put these slides in there. That way everybody can copy it. I also have it in, in text form that I can forward to you. But so don't worry about having to write all this down, okay? And you guys can read. I'm not going to spend tons and tons of time going through this. But the first step that we're going to do, once we have our list of 20, we're back on the phone with the people. We're going to go over the script and also tell them and reassure them, hey, I'm going to send you the script when we hang up. So you're going to have everything you need to get started with your 20 people. The first thing you're going to do is confirm and rapport. So you got to make sure somebody's available. If they're not available, then it's pointless. So we're just going to say, hey, let me know when you're free. I got a quick question. Or, hey, Deb, let me know when you're free. I got a quick question. Now, if you send that to 20 people who know you, most likely you're going to hear back from some of them, don't you think? It's going to pique curiosity. Humans are very emotional, and curiosity is an emotion. And most people will be like, yeah, Michelle, what you got? Just be curious. So that's when you say, thanks for getting back to me. I'm just curious. Do you know anyone looking to blank? Now, this is where your energy really comes in. You are your best prospect, and you need to be 100% sold on the products, 100% sold on network marketing, the industry, and 100% sold on your company and your leadership. If you're not, you really need to go back and do some work on yourself, do some personal development, work on your skills, whatever, because our energy is, when we send a text to someone and we are feeling doubt, they can pick up on that. They really can. We are energetic beings. I'm not making this up. This is scientifically proven. If you have a bad vibe and you reach out to somebody, you most likely will be rejected or something will happen. So make sure you're in the right spot. Make sure your head is in the right spot here. So if you absolutely love the coffee and you're vibing with the coffee, do you know anyone that loves coffee? That's all you got to say. So anything like that, okay, just to qualify them, we're just seeing if they're going to, bite and respond here. After that, say you send out 20 texts and 15 of them say, sure, I know somebody that loves coffee. Then what you're going to do is you're going to gather their info. You're going to get the email address, and then obviously you're going to send the email. The subject line should be too good not to share. This should say to here. And the body of the email here is going to say, hey, this is the info I was talking about. Thanks for taking a look. And you're going to put a link here in the email. And please send this from your personal email. Don't send it from the back office. Don't send it from an autoresponder. Take the time to go to your personal email and make sure they get this email. Now, once you send it to them, you're saying, thanks for taking a look. Let me know when you're done. So you're going to send them a 1-second follow-up right immediately. Immediately when you send that email, you want to send that 1-second follow-up. So you're going to say, hey, I just sent it to you. Be sure and check your spam folder just in case, and just let them know that you sent it. Okay, now you told them in the email to get back with you when they were done. If you don't hear from them in 24 hours, be sure you're writing names down of people that you're having these calls with so you can do that 24-hour follow-up. All you're going to say is, have you had a chance to look at it, and what did you like best? Okay. Now, out of your 20 people, some of the people may ghost you. It happens. It's okay. We're just looking for, like I said, the 3 to 5 great leaders that are going to step forward. We're obviously going to make more customers and have more sales along the way. But if they ghost you on this leadership process, it's okay. You can move on. The 48-hour follow-up would be, I'm just checking in. Were you serious about wanting to, make that extra money to buy that new house? No pressure either way. I just want to know if you want me to keep in touch. So I never mark someone off my list completely or burn any bridges unless they just flat out tell me no, because I have had people a year and a half later join my business because they're just in a different spot in their lives. People's lives flip-flop and change all the time. So, it's okay to always keep in touch with them after this process. You can just keep in touch on Facebook, private message, whatever. So at this point, you're going to move on to our next step, okay? And that's going to be call number 3. you're going to, before you hang up on call number 2, you're going to ask them, how long do you think it will take you to contact all 20 people? They may say, oh, I can do it in 4 hours, you know, but we really need to allow them like a day or so, because they may get back to them. It may take them a little while. So once you get that call set up, you are going to go through their results. And this is our opportunity to really do some coaching and show them that, you know, we're just looking at this data. It was just for practice. If nobody bought or joined, that's okay. You know, there's no reason to be discouraged. This was just for practice. So you're going through the results. You're asking them, did you send the 1-second follow-up? You know, you're seeing how coachable they are. Did they go through that process that you had for them? All right, so step 9 is launching their business. So this is after, and I will tell you that a lot of people who contact that 20 people will get a sell or two and go ahead and rank up to executive within 24 hours, which is super exciting. Then they have a story to tell. So, you know, that process really does work, reaching out to those 20 people that people know, like, and trust, and that will get them a couple of quick sales a lot of times. So moving on, once they've done that and we've gone over the results, we are going to talk about launching or relaunching our business. And you can relaunch your business at any time. In fact, I'm relaunching my business right now because I have a goal to get to 50K Sapphire. So I am putting in a 1-hour income producing prospecting hour right now that I'm doing. And I'll tell you more about that later. But so this is a simple 3-step process that will just get them doing things to help get their business off the ground. We're also going to talk about the importance of sticking around. You know, there are so many network marketers that didn't enroll their first person for 18 months and then now they're multimillionaires. There are people that, like Jordan Adler, he was in 10 or 11 different companies before he ever figured it out and made it big. So not saying it's going to take everybody that long, but you do have to stick around more than a couple of months. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither was a network marketing career. So talk about that a little bit. Also, having fun. You know, we have a great culture. We have a lot of fun. When we had our event, I had a blast. I can't wait till the next one. So talk about that. You know, we have events. We all get to know each other. We have an encouraging, you know, culture here. And, you know, also I like to go over with people the 3 different types of people you're going to run into, because we're about to launch their business now. They just contacted people that know them, so they may not have gotten a lot of these people yet, but they are going to run into these people. Now, the red light person, that is the person that's never done network marketing, but they know everything about it. I'm sure. Do you guys know someone like that? I mean, we all do, right? So that's a person that has never done network marketing, but they know it's going to fail. They know it's a scam. They know everything. Okay. Now, the next type of person you're going to run into is the yellow light person. And those are people that, now the red light people you just want to move away from, like they're not worth your time. The yellow light is somebody who's tried and failed. So, you know, they might be open, but they might not. Again, are you going to let them give you advice? Because they tried and they failed. So are you going to listen to them if they tell you you can fail? You know, are you going to let these red light and yellow light people steal your dream? The last one is the green light person, and that is going to be your plugged in successful upline. Other people you know that have been successful in network marketing, those are the ones that have done it. They know how to do it because they did it. So, you know, if you're wanting to do something, who are you going to listen to out of those 3 types of people? So I always want to make sure that my new PIMs understand that, because they are going to come up against people. I don't say against, but they're going to have people and they're going to have negativity coming towards them. So we just want to prepare them for that a little bit. And if you can do that and have their expectations realistic, they will stick around a lot longer. If they think it's going to be everybody's just going to love network marketing and they're never going to get hit with any kind of objection, they may contact 2 people and be out the door. They may just be like, the heck with this. So make sure they're talking to the right people.
Promise you're going to work this whole week and next week?
And sometimes,
I'm on.
Okay, there we go. And sometimes, you know, I forgot what I was saying, but the green light people sometimes people just need to hear that. They don't think about these things. They don't think, oh, well, my cousin said this, and they take it to heart, when really they need to be listening to somebody who actually knows about what they're trying to do. You know, if you're going to try to be a plumber, you're probably going to want to learn that from somebody that's done that, or a heart surgeon for that matter, anything. You want to talk to somebody that knows what they're doing, right? Okay. we're going to move on. So for our 3-step launch or relaunch process, we are going to use social media. Social media, guys, is where it's at. If you're not on social media, then you need to get on social media. There are billions of people on social media. It's endless, the amount of people. So most of you guys have a Facebook and are on social media now. So we'll go on. We're going to use and focus on the Facebook story for this particular launch or relaunch. Of course, you can still post to your timeline, all of that. But because of algorithms, we really want to use the Facebook story. It's going to do a couple of things for you. It's going to tell you some information, like who's watching your story and things like that, who you know you need to follow up with. Here we want to pick an angle. And the reason I say this is if we're on our story and we're talking about products and then we're pitching the business and we're, you know, it's just all over the place and people just, it's not a clear message. And when you do advertising or marketing, it should really be a clear, focused message. Even if you just say, I'm going to, for 2 weeks, I'm going to do all products. And then for 2 weeks, I'm going to really try to bring in some people and I'm going to talk about the business and we're going to focus on that. For this particular launch, I would say focus on the business, because what are we trying to do? We're trying to get business people. We're trying to launch our business, we're trying to get it off the ground. So we want to, you know, pitch our business angle. You're going to want to post at least 3 pictures a day. And the reason for that is you can't really tell who's watching your story and who's interested in what you're doing if you're only posting once. You know, because if somebody sees your picture and then clicks off of it, it's going to look like they saw it, but they didn't really see it. So the ones that you really want to pay attention to are those people that are watching your story from the beginning to the end. Okay, that's a good prospect because they're interested in you. They're watching you. They, you know, they're following you. So those are the people. You want to write down their names. You want to reach out to them and just massage that relationship. You know, you could even say, if somebody watched your Facebook story and you were doing a live video making your products and somebody watched it from beginning to end, you could message them and say, hey, you know, what's your email? I want to send you a free gift card for some products, or I want to send you a $25 gift card for some products. They just watched your story from beginning to end of you doing the products, and here you are offering them a gift card. I have never once, guys, had anybody refuse that. They're always like, oh, that's so awesome. Thank you so much. And they give me their email. So easy way, another easy way to build your business. And you're doing it with attraction marketing because you're showing something on the story, you're seeing who's watching your story, then you're reaching out to them and offering them a gift card. So now, the other tip I want to give on this is don't have HBN all over your profile. And I have said this before, I'm going to say it again. Unless you're Kimberly Wilkins, you really should not, or somebody at the very top of the company, I wouldn't have HBN all over your page. And there's a couple of reasons for this. One is it's real salesy looking if you've got a bunch of product pictures all over your page, and most people don't come, they're not interested in necessarily just looking at products. They're interested in your life. They're interested in seeing what's going on, or maybe you are posting some valuable stuff for them and they want to read it. That's what's going to draw people to your page. That's what's going to make people want to follow you. If you constantly are posting products, it's going to probably kind of get boring for them and turn them off. So again, that's one of the reasons. The other one is that if you have stuff all over your page, you know, even your closest friends, believe it or not, we're human. I mean, they're going to go to Google. And even if they really like what they see when they read about HBN, they may go ahead and order from corporate and think they're ordering from you. They don't even know. They think that it's your stuff because you're talking about it. So, you know, that's another reason. You really want people coming to you, not going to Google, joining under someone else. Another example is you could have somebody in your family and maybe they really need money, but they're kind of prideful and maybe they don't want to tell you that. So they go and they look up Will Zanders and they're like, oh, I'm going to join under him because, you know, I can get there quicker. So you just want people coming to you. All right. So we're going to focus on value and curiosity again, whether we're posting or doing in our stories. And then you want to put the biz plug in the middle and you want to share at least 3. That way you can see who's watching from beginning to end. And write every single one of those people down. Those are prospects, okay? Those people that are watching your story from beginning to end, like people saying, I don't have anybody to talk to, start posting on your stories and then write down everybody who's watching your story. Those are prospects. Okay, now part 2 of our launch, after we do our Facebook story, is gonna be 50 exposures in 7 days. Guys, this is where the rubber meets the road, okay? It's like trying to get that jet off the ground and just barely pushing on the gas. It's never going to get off the ground. You have got to put that pedal all the way to the floor at some time in your business to get your business off the ground. So exposures are key. Your check is going to be in direct proportion to how many exposures you make. It's a numbers game. You know, we are just trying to get our opportunity and products in front of as many people as we can, as quickly as we can, so that we can get launched. Once we get launched, we start having some success. We start doing our own three-way calls, and we start getting duplication. And that's when life gets so much easier. It is so much worth it. So that's about 7 exposures a day. And we can do that by videos, calls, texts, private messages, samples. You can give samples away, you know, get them on a three-way with your upline as soon as you can, and just take advantage. You have top earners in this company. Take advantage of that, and please use them and pull them in. They are here to help you. They have a vested interest in your success, and they are here to help and hold your hand and every step of the way. So please reach out. Do not be scared to do that. The third part of our launch is going to be your business announcement text. So guys, if you opened a store on the corner and it was a retail store and you didn't tell anybody, I mean, how many people do you think would shop at your store? You know, we've got to announce that we're in business. So this is crucial. You want that money to buy that new car. You want that money to buy that new house. Whatever it is you're wanting, you have to tell people you're in business. So this business announcement text is basically just to put people on notice. It's to let them know that you are in business. So you can send this to everyone in your phone. You can send this to lots of people on your messenger. You know, I don't know how many people you have on your Facebook. Some people have thousands and thousands. So, you know, send a good amount of messages out. You're going for 7 exposures a day, okay? What's going to happen here is you are just planting seeds. If you send somebody a text, and I'm going to give you the script in just a second. If you send someone a text and you have your link with it, they are going to end up on your site, okay? They're going to start looking at the products. They may stumble across the opportunity, and they may see something they like, and that is what we're going for here. We're not asking them to buy or join, but they will end up on your site. You're looking for the right people at the right time. So here's the scripts. I mentioned that I send this one a lot. I get tons of success with it. You know, hey girl, what's your email? I want to send you a $25 gift card for some free products. This is working really, really well for me, you guys. Nobody is coming back and saying, no, I don't want free products. So, so that's a good one. The other ones is you could just be like, hey, Steve, can you do me a quick favor? Please share this link with anyone who's looking for a legit side hustle. Anyone who's looking or to lose some weight, and you can attach your Slimmer oil, slap that Slimmer oil on, attach the Slimmer oil to that text. And again, you're putting that link in their messenger or in their text, and you're not spamming them because you're not asking them to do it. You're asking them to send it to somebody. So see how we did that? So it takes the pressure off everybody, and you are going to, my phone's blowing up. Okay. And you are going to send that to them. It's going to get them on your website. It's going to get them curious about what's going on. And you may actually get some sales off of that, which would be great. Okay. Now that's really it on launching with your warm market. Isn't that exciting? So this business really can be done with your warm market. I want to touch on cold market, but I want to tell you first that your warm market is really where you're going to get your fastest start in network marketing. This business was designed to, you know, talk to people that you know, like, and trust, and share things that you love, like these products. And that is going to get people, you know, in your circle and then their circle. And before you know it, if you just bring in a couple of people and they found a couple of people, that duplication process, you can have millions of people in your downline. And with this company, with us being at the right place at the right time, now's the time to do it. Let's get it built, guys, because, you know, in 5 years, there's gonna be a lot of millionaires in this company. So the cold market, one thing I want to say about it real quick, I'm just going to touch on these, is that it's a lot lower response. So if somebody joins you and they're like, oh, I don't want to talk to my family and friends and blah, 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 I'm just going to do the cold market, just make sure they understand it's very expensive. It can be very expensive. And it's more like traditional business. You know, it's more like opening a store on the corner. Now you got to run TV ads. Now you got to pay for print ads, you know, this and that. You don't have to do TV ads for network marketing, but for traditional business, you do. So we have some things available with our team, which is great. And I do some of these things, but I'm always working my warm market, always, always, always. But I do these things because it gives you more to do. I hand out drop cards. What I do is I leave them around the store or in the bathrooms when I use the bathroom at grocery stores and things like that. And I like the ones that look like money because people pick them up and they read what's on the other side. Now, I don't get a ton of response from that, but I have had some people enroll that saw my drop card and called me. So it's kind of funny. The co-op is something Chuck Holmes does, and that's where he runs ads. And then, you just buy into that. It's like $25 on up to 100. And then you get like enrollments from that. And again, those are low responses. Some of them don't even log in. So if you get a phone number in with those co-op PIMs, please text them. All you have to do is say, hey, is this Darian? And then they're going to let you know if that's who it is. And then you're just going to say, I saw that you requested some more information about HBN. And, you're just going to start talking to them and offer them a third-party tool, send a video to them, get them a little bit more information about HBN. Otherwise, you may not ever hear from them, guys. We're sending out these emails, and you know how email is. People don't check their email. They just don't. I mean, it's very low response. So you want to text those guys that you get from the co-op and, make sure you're making contact with them. That's going to get a lot more orders for you coming in and stuff. Okay, you can hand out flyers, postcards, and business cards and gift cards. These are all on hbnmarketingtools.com, or you can go to like Vistaprint. And these are great to like give to you can mail them out to your neighbors. You can also purchase leads with addresses. Okay, you can purchase leads for like people that are interested in organic stuff, and you can try to target and send out postcards. But again, these are going to cost money. So, people are going to have to be willing to invest some money into their business if they're going to go the cold market route. You can also place some ads yourself. I know Alicia has done this on Craigslist and stuff. So you can also do YouTube ads, Facebook, Instagram. I mean, the sky's the limit. Marketing, it's all out there for you. So this is all for the training, and I want to unmute. Let me start with Michelle. Oops. Oh, there we go. Hey, girl.
Hey.
So, hey, I just wanted to let you talk to everybody a little bit. I know you and I just did a three-way call with Nicole
Yes.
and her mom.
Jill.
Yes, Nicole.
Jill.
I'm not sure if they're on the call, but
I saw Nicole on here.
Awesome. Okay, welcome, guys.
Yes.
So I just wanted you to talk a little bit about how that went and how you feel about that, since we just did that recently with those guys.
So as Landy mentioned, I was on the three-way call with Jill and her daughter, Nicole. They're both in the business. They both just got started recently. And when I was hearing Landy go through everything with them, I kind of just sat in on the call, like listening to go over like how it works and stuff like that. I was like, oh my gosh, like it had me replay in the back of my mind. Like it's been so long that I have gone over these things with myself, and that I just felt that it was really important that we all kind of go through it on our own as well, which is why, Landy was so kind to do this video for us, the Zoom. But it really puts things into perspective about your long and short-term goals, because I think without that, it doesn't really make you dig deep as to what you really want. You know what I mean? What you want out of this. People can come in like, oh yeah, I want to make a little bit of extra money, but why? Like, for me, I want that farmhouse, you know what I mean? I want that acreage where I can plant and grow everything that I need all year round, and I can have a canning, it really puts it into perspective when you lay it out like this. And I think this whole process is really going to be amazing. And I'm already seeing other people having great success with it. So I'm really excited to get this going.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Michelle.
Thanks.
How about Glorianne? Glorianne, are you on?
Hi, Landy. Yes, I am. I can turn my video on here. Hi.
Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey.
We actually just did a three-way call today. So
yes, we
want
did.
to share a little bit about how that went?
Yeah. So very similar. It was so great to go through it. I've only been with the company just over 3 months, and to see the onboarding process done from this point of view, it makes it all so much clearer. And I just want to say, Landy, you laid it out in such a simple way, step by step. And it's like, if you can just follow what you've said, there's a purpose for everything. I noticed every step of the way, there was a purpose for everything that you asked. And it brought people to a very simple direction. So I can just see it was really helpful for the two ladies that we had on our call.
Awesome. And I know I kind of went through it fast. I don't like long drawn out trainings. I don't know how long we've been on here, 35 minutes. This is about the length of time that I like to keep it. But does anybody else want to say anything? I know I did one with Debbie and Janet the other day. Hi, Janet. Okay, so does anybody have any questions, like specific questions about this onboarding process? Because I want to answer those now. If anything popped up for you that's not making sense, or you're wondering one of the steps or anything like that, let me know.
And is there a way we can get phone numbers for, maybe you or whoever can make phone calls?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. My phone number is actually on my Facebook profile and my website, and I can just, I'll send it through our chat as well. So you can jot it down. Yeah, or I can just give it to you now. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Sometimes we complicate things. Why? Okay, 323-382-3244.
Great, thank you.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, does anybody else have a question? Well, I just want to say thank you guys so much for joining me. And I am going to look forward to getting on some calls with you guys, and then also seeing you do these calls with your people that you bring in. I really think that a simplified process is going to get people ranking up and getting that same process of duplication going over and over again. And really the secret, the lost secret of MLM, Will always says this, is teaching people how to teach people how to teach people. Once you do that and you have people doing that 3 levels deep, then your job gets so much easier, and so does your check. Your check gets great. So that's really what it's about, guys. And I really appreciate you. And let's see, somebody asked, where do we buy leads for? Alicia, I will send you the place I get my leads from. I'll send you after this, okay? And I know where Chuck gets his too, so.
Hi, can I get one too? Would you send that to me as well, Michelle? Maybe?
What are you?
This is Jill.
Hey, Jill.
Hi.
Are you wanting a place to get leads?
Yes.
Oh, to buy leads? Okay.
Love it. Yep.
Yeah, I think the place Chuck uses is called Apache. Is it Apache.com?
Oh, okay.
You had a computer? Yeah, I think that. You can type in that and see. If not, I'll double check and I'll make sure everybody gets it. The other thing too is I'll make sure everybody has these scripts, and I will post this Zoom in our group, our Team Superstars group, as well as in the files section.
Thanks for the other day too.
Yeah, thank you. I'm looking forward to getting back on with you guys. Are you still going through your list?
Yep.
All right, awesome. Awesome,
Okay.
exciting.
Talk to you soon.
Sounds good. All right. Well, if nobody else has anything else, then I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day.
Thank you, Landy.
Hi, Liz.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. Love you guys all.
Thank you.
All so much. All right. See you next time.
Thank you, Landy. Thank you so much.
Bye. Peace out.
Bye.